Hello and welcome to Time Out, your live daily huddle with Tristan White. I am Tristan White and today is Friday the 3rd of July. Welcome to you. Welcome if this is your first ever Time Out live daily huddle. Welcome if it's your 20th, 30th, 40th, I think we're up to close to 50 of these Time Out live daily huddles. They started way back in March. And thank you to everyone who's been here for one or more of them. I'm really excited and pleased to be here with you. My name's Tristan White. I'm the founder and CEO of the Physio Co, a healthcare company that exists to help seniors stay mobile, safe and happy. I'm also your host here for Time Out as the guide of the Culture is Everything crew, a group of leaders who have got important work to do. And we're on a journey to build the skills, build the confidence and connect and support each other to make sure we make progress. And that's what Time Out's about. It's about connecting and making sure we know what our priorities are and then getting on with the day in an energetic way. So if you're here, please give me the thumbs up, say good day in the comments. I'd love to know if you're here. I can see Kira's here. G'day Kira, nice to have you back from Canberra. Ives is here. G'day Ives, nice to have you from Sydney. Excellent to have you guys in the crew and here back as part of the Culture is Everything crew. Now, like every day, we're going to go through the three parts of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle. They are what's going on. And when I say what's going on, what are the priorities? What are the important things on your list and my list that we need to do to work on our business, on our teams, on our careers, on our lives today and in the next 24 hours that will move us forward to have a little bit of a progress or a little bit of a stepping stone towards a better future. That's the concept. It's not about just getting the normal stuff done. It's about making sure we know what the priorities are. And yes, we've all got thousands of tasks and emails and jobs and housework and all sorts of stuff to do. But it's really important that we also have a list of things that will make some progress in our lives, and that's what's going on. Secondly, where you're stuck, a chance to stop, check, decide if there's anything slowing you down, getting in the way. Really important we take that as well. And lastly, a good news story. We always like to catch people doing something right and share a good news story. And here in the Culture is Everything crew, we like to tell the story through the lens of a core value. Core value being a guiding principle of a team that is working hard to build a strong team culture. So that's it. They are the three parts of the Time Out Huddle we'll go through today and every day. As I share my priorities and share my what I'm working on, I'd love it if you'd make sure you know what you're working on. Jot it down in your journal, in your diary, put it in your calendar, whether that's offline or online, wherever you like, make sure you've got your priorities. That's the important bit. And if you're ready and you're brave and keen to really engage with Time Out, then feel free to pop your priorities and your comments and thoughts in the comments. I'd really love to hear from you. I'd love to be able to help and support you the best way I can. So that's it. That's the plan. Before we hit start on that timer in the top corner of our screen, the question, like always, is how'd you go yesterday? How'd you go with your priorities? How many did you get done out of your priorities? Now let me check my page here and I can tell you my day wasn't as productive yesterday. I got 3 out of the 5 priorities that I shared with you guys done, which it's some progress, but not as much as I would have liked. So please let me know how'd you go. Would love to know how you went with your priorities, and I'll try and improve from 3 out of 5 to something better this time around. Alrighty, let's do this. Let me click start on this timer and we'll get moving on Time Out. Welcome to Time Out for Friday the 3rd of July. Let's start with what's going on. I'm going to share my priorities, starting with what I'm working on at the Physio Co. The Physio Co exists to help seniors stay mobile, safe and happy. Physiotherapy for older people is our thing. And Kira, I can see in the notes or in the comments, Kira has said 2 out of 3. Close, Kira, close. Keep working at it. My priorities for today. This one has been hanging around for too long. It's been on my list and I haven't got it done. And so it comes back again. And that is that it's my job to make sure I have a regular update to members of the Physio Co family. And I've been planning to draft and I've done a little bit of work on it, but I haven't got it finished as yet. So an update to the members of the Physio Co family is an important priority I need to get done in the next 24 hours, which means it will now be done and likely go out on Monday. Alrighty, and the second one is, one thing I did get done is JD, Jess, who works in our customer success team, she's got a regular email newsletter that goes to our clients, and she had a beautiful draft. She had a great a really awesome post or article on finding motivation, especially in the winter months that we're going through at the moment. And I proofread that for her and gave her some feedback. And the feedback was, it's good, go for it, JD. So that one is done, which is pleasing. Alrighty, so what are your priorities? What are you working on? I'd love you to pop what you're working on into the comments so I can see what you're working on. And so you put it out there into the world and you commit to it and you know what you're working on, and then we can get stuck into actually get the important work done. I can see Ives is here and he's put his priorities in. Thank you, Ives. Ives are reconciling done. Hey, nice work, Ives. One ticked off already. Reply to yesterday's emails and treat clients this afternoon. Awesome, good stuff. I have a combination of some big things and some small things there, so good stuff. Kira's got a bit of a list here. Let's get these up there and see if I can get my head out of the way and see if we can check them out, Kira. Whoa, my head's in the way. How do I get around this? Let me move down a bit. All right, priorities. Deliver 87 noodles to the clinic for new COVID no sharing equipment rules. Okay, that sounds important, but maybe a little bit of a more of a hassle than you might have hoped. Let me get that back. Watch tutorial for starting the transition to Zero app for team payslips. Yep, important, good time for that. And gratitude letters to my team for their support and encouragement through COVID. Good. Excellent. Kira, thank you for sharing. Good luck nailing those in the next 24 hours. Alrighty, if you've got your priorities there, please do feel free to share them and pop them in the comments. I will do my very best to support you to help you in any way that I possibly can. I always like to share what I'm working on for the Culture is Everything crew, as well as my job at the Physio Co. And my two priorities for the Culture is Everything crew is at 1:30 today, straight after this call or straight after this live update, there is a Zoom call within the Culture is Everything Club, and that is there to make sure that we welcome our founding members. So far, there's 16 founding members of the Culture is Everything Club. I've just extended that you can sign up until Sunday. So just a little bit of extra time if there's anyone else who hasn't quite decided yet. I've spoken to a few people and they're like, I'm just trying to decide if the time is right for me. I can understand that. So the doors open on Monday. They were closing today. A couple of extra days for a few people that are still considering whether it is the right option for them. So welcome call. And secondly is to make sure that I do answer questions, warmly welcome and support the new members of the Not Time Out of the Culture is Everything Club is my second priority there. So then my two Culture is Everything priorities, and the third one for a personal priority. Again, this is one that didn't get done yesterday, which I'm a bit disappointed in myself. I'm sort of moving a bit too hectic and not getting the important things done. And that is writing my journal, organize my thoughts, make sure I am regularly collecting those thoughts and documenting how I'm feeling and documenting what's working and not working for me. So I've got an ongoing sort of memory bank, if you will. So they're my priorities. Now Jim's here, and Jim says his priorities are, thank you for sharing, Jim, look over new job applicants, work safe procedures, and plan some time off. Jim, I like it. They are important. New team members, some compliance, some safety stuff, and also planning a bit of a breather, a bit of a time out for yourself is really important. So good stuff, Jim. Thanks for sharing those. And Jim, I think he's celebrating the kickoff call for the Culture is Everything Club. I'll see you there, Jim. I'm looking forward to it, mate. Kimberly's put hers up there as well. Thank you, KW. Her priorities are 30-minute walk, fortnightly food shopping, complete forms from yesterday for the Culture is Everything Club. Excellent. Thank you, Kim, for the stuff you're doing personally and for supporting me and helping out the Culture is Everything Club. I appreciate it, and good luck with your priorities. Alrighty, that's it. That's the first bit. We're halfway through the 12 minutes here. The next part of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle is, where are you stuck? So, very simple question I ask every day. Where are you stuck? What is slowing you down? What is getting in the way? Is there something that you need to identify, to improve, to consider what could be better to help you speed up the way you can get your priorities done? Is there a system in your team, your business, your family, which needs to be built, which we haven't quite sorted out yet? Or is there something that we used to do, we forgot to do? Or is there something new we've got to create? Is there a new system we've got to create? So there's some ideas. And so, for example, I'm going to give you my same where are you stuck as yesterday. And here's the thing, I haven't got a system around this, and therefore this is something I need to build. And that is that I had a good run of interviews locked in and guests interviewed for the Think Big, Act Small podcast. And now we're moving into the second half of this season 3 that we're in at the moment. And I don't have as good a rhythm. There's a few holes, a few gaps in the schedule as to what I'm building. And it's not the end of the world, but it's clearly something I need to be a bit more proactive on and find a solution which I can chip away at, as opposed to having to do it in big chunks like I have been doing in the past. So that's my where are you stuck item. All right, if you've got a where are you stuck item, feel free to pop in the comments. I'll happily support you, help you, and find a solution as best I possibly can. But we can't find solutions if we don't know the problems exist. So really combing through what we're doing and identifying the problems is really, really important. Alrighty, last part of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle is a good news story told through the lens of a core value. So important that we catch people doing something right and make sure that we're praising people, acknowledging people, and finding things to celebrate, because in life and in business, at work, sometimes there's no real goalposts, there's no real moments to celebrate, but finding things to catch people doing something right and ensuring we celebrate them and praise for them is really important. So today I'm going to share with you one from my team, the team that I work with at the Physio Co. And the team member who's been nominated this is a physio from our team in New South Wales, Team Sydney. And the physio, her name is Emily, and Em has been nominated for living the Be Memorable core value at the Physio Co. Now, Em has been visiting older people in nursing homes and retirement villages at a nursing home known as Minkara in the northern beaches of Sydney. And for months, they haven't had any live music or entertainment or event because of COVID-19. And the residents were feeling like they were missing out. And so Emily, who's a bit of a muso herself, she took her guitar into work and she put on a bit of a show, using her guitar, and she played some music, a little bit of a show to entertain, support, and bring a smile to the residents. And Em, love your work. So it's a relatively small thing, but it brought a whole lot of joy to a lot of people. And you went that extra bit of effort to live our core value and really help those senior people that you're working with, the older people, not only to be mobile and safe, which is the physio bit, but to be as happy as they possibly can be by playing some music as well. So Em Johnson, love your work. Thanks for doing that. And congrats on living the Physio Co core value of Be Memorable. All right, 3 minutes still on the clock, and we've got the 3 parts of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle done for today. If you've got a question about the Time Out Huddles, you've got a question about anything that I've been mentioning or talking about either today or on other huddles, feel free to ask. I'm here to support and help as much as I possibly can. If not, then we'll wrap up this daily huddle. We'll make sure that we've got our list of priorities. We make sure we know where we're stuck if we are, and we've got our eyes peeled for catching people doing something right. But for the time being, if that's all happening, then I'm going to quickly check those comments one more time. And if not, we're going to say thank you to Ives, thank you to Kira, thank you to Jim, thank you for KW, thank you to others who have been here. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being part of the Culture is Everything crew. And I'll see you same time, same place on Monday, 1:03 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, both on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. That's where you'll find Time Out Live Daily Huddle. For the time being, have a great day. I'll see you next time.